Nearly 3 years after an American Airlines manager was murdered outside his Oak Cliff home, the accused killer is standing trial.
Opening testimony described the shooting as a plot between the victim's wife and her out-of-state boyfriend. His attorneys call her the mastermind, manipulating him with lies about being a victim of abuse. Fox 4's Stephen Dahl has a closer look at today's testimony. He's live in the courtroom. Stephen.
It was a long day for the jury. After opening statements, they heard testimony from about 10 witnesses today. Court wrapping up about an hour ago. According to the prosecution, they're saying that Jennifer Faith basically plotted with the defendant, Darren Lopez, to drive from Tennessee to kill Faith's husband back in 2020.
Dallas police say the death of Jamie Faith was a murder for hire plotted by his wife Jennifer and her boyfriend Darren Lopez. It happened October 2020 as Jamie and Jennifer were walking their dog near their Oak Cliff home.
And before James Faith can get down, not even a block, heck, not even one house, he is in front of their next door neighbor's house. He is ambushed by Darren Lopez, completely ambushed. He is shot 7 times and left dead on that street.
During opening statements, Assistant District Attorney Brandy Mitchell told the jury Lopez intentionally drove from Tennessee to kill Jamie Faith.
He makes a show then of doing some duct tape on Jennifer Faith's hands to make it look like some sort of robbery. And then he takes off back in his truck and drives straight back to Tennessee, where their communication starts up again.
Jennifer Faith now serving life in prison for obstruction of justice and interstate commerce in the commission of murder for hire. The defense attorney for Darren Lopez describing Faith as the manipulator in the plot.
That Mr. Lopez, a decorated war hero, had suffered traumatic brain injury and suffered from PTSD, enough so that it's documented. It's documented by the military records. From the very beginning, she starts to ramp up to Darren and deceive him to believe that Jamie was abusing her sexually and physically, that he was subjecting her to gang rapes.
Emery Wilson lives down the street from the Faith couple. He says they were the first in the Oak Cliff neighborhood to introduce themselves. Wilson said the couple would walk their dog together in around the same time every morning. On the morning of the murder, he was working from home and heard gunshots and screams. Wilson says he ran towards a body in the street.
I see someone enter the sidewalk, and the person entered the sidewalk with a gun and turned and looked at me, wearing a blue surgical mask and a hoodie.
He told investigators he stayed with Faith to try and console her. Chris Walton, the lead investigator on the case for Dallas police, he says when they got video of the suspect vehicle, they went to Fox 4's track down with Sean Rabb, the vehicle with a distinct T sticker on the back of it. Investigators say leading up to the murder and after, messages between Jennifer Faith and Darren Lopez were deleted. But defense attorney Juan Sanchez once again tried to paint the orchestration all by Jennifer Faith.
She was telling him, hey, you might want to remove that T from your car.
That's correct.
At her direction.
That's correct.
One of the last people to testify this afternoon was a special agent with the ATF, talked about how they found the murder weapon that was bloodied inside of Lopez's home in Tennessee. Multiple analysts also testified today saying that they saw that text messages were deleted, conversations, and then also saying that after the murder, escalating text messages and emails that began more sexual in nature.